Hey guys, welcome back to art. I hope you guys all had a great Thanksgiving and enjoyed some time with family and had a nice little break off of school. So we are going to be finishing up our Picasso portraits today. So you are going to need your paper from last week, or I'm sorry, 2 weeks ago. You are going to need some scrap colored paper. All right. You're probably going to want some markers, crayons, or colored pencils, glue, and some scissors. All right, so let's get started. So I have my kind of rough draft drawing of the design I want to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start kind of drawing these same shapes on my colored paper. Where did my pencil go? There it is. So that I can fill this stuff in with color. So I can start up here with this design. Similar in size. Now again, remember this is just kind of a rough draft, so you can, let's say I cut a shape out with my colored paper and it doesn't exactly fit what I drew on my paper. That's okay. You can decide to see that's totally not similar. Doesn't exactly match, but you get what I'm saying. So I could glue that down. Or you can start with a blank piece of paper and just cut out your different shapes for your eyes, nose, mouth, all that stuff, and just go from there. So it all depends on how you prefer to work. So I'm going to glue that down like that, and then I can either go back and erase these marks with my eraser, or I can add color to them with crayon, marker, colored pencil. Or I can go about it like I said. Now, if you do not have colored paper, like I said, you can either color on your white paper and then cut it out, so you do have colored paper, or you can just go with markers, crayons, and colored pencils for your drawing, your abstract drawing. So I can go and trace over some of these different things with crayon, and you can use a mix of things. If you have crayons, colored pencils, and markers, maybe you want to use all three of them so that you get that kind of collage type look of using different materials. You can outline all these different things with black if you'd like to make them kind of pop and stand out more. Okay, so here's an example of where I used marker, and then I'm going to go back and use crayon. So like I said, even if you don't have colored paper, you still have the ability to do this project and make it look just as cool, just as great and unique. Okay. I don't really want to see any white on your paper unless it's like part of maybe like an eye or something like that. I don't want to see a lot of blank space. So I'm going to actually color in this whole background area. I'm going to do my ears, and then I am going to do something in the background. If you would like, you can create a textured background. So where you take, you know, you guys should be familiar with texture. We've talked about it before, but I'm going to see if this will work right here. Where you take, like I would do a solid color in the background, but where you find stuff that creates different textures. Right? You can use, where did my Legos go? I had this basket that I used for another project. Okay, so you can create a texture background. All right, so that's one way. Like I said, if you don't have paper, you can kind of go this route if you want to. You can use scraps of some paper that you can find in your house, okay? If you want to go the route where you just kind of pick out your different shapes for your face as you go, you can do that too. So I have a scrap piece of paper here, and maybe I'm going to just cut randomly, and that's going to help inspire how I want it to look. I would not go with all of the same colors, so I like this as a mouth. Okay, then I might want to go and an eye. That might be my eye. Now again, if you want, you can do kind of like mixed media, meaning you can use paper and crayon or marker or color pencil on this one too, where you draw in some of the features. So maybe I just want to have okay, maybe I do want to have a little bit of an outline for my head. And then I can add in, once this is dry, it's going to be a little hard to draw on it when it's a little wet, so you can go back and draw on it though. But maybe you want to add something, you know. Okay, so you can add a different color to this side. You can break it up and do another line and have it so that it's 3 different colors. You can, let's see here. Create earrings. You can make hair if you want to. I'm actually going to cut this a little bit. Now, I don't necessarily want to show you my finished piece because I don't want you guys like copying, and I know you're so creative, so I think I'm gonna leave it here. You can create eyebrows, you can create hair, you can create, like I said, do a textured background if you have space. Like I'm not gonna have a lot of white space here. You don't have to draw a line for the head. Remember, these are abstract Picasso inspired portraits. So there's a lot of different options. Again, if you don't have colored paper, you can do it all with, I mean, try to find some kind of scrap paper in your house that you could use, right? Even if it's newspaper. Just so it's like a mixed media, meaning you're using different materials to create it, okay? When you are finished, please snap a picture and submit it into Google Classroom, and I cannot wait to see these. Have a great day, guys. If you have any questions, please email me.